But I knew that what I was witnessing was somebody that was changing their complete character because they'd been taken over by somebody who was long since dead. Communicating with us all, telling them who they were and what they did and certain aspects of their life. But we'd often find sometimes when we dealt with these, when we were in the presence of this, that people would, that they would get agitated if you start asking too many questions, because sometimes the spirits don't want to tell everything. And that's the problem with doing such things, especially if you're not knowledgeable. People, like I said before, anybody that ever gets, the feeling that they want to play about with an Ouija board, it's a taboo subject. It's not to be done because it's not safe. And you could be taken over by spirits that could control the whole of your life and disrupt your whole of your family.
Do you know people who've played with Ouija boards?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've met people. There was a time when I knew a gentleman who used to be based in Hull. He was called Reverend Willis. He was an exorcist. Now, we're talking exorcism here. He was the one of only 7 ordained priests in the whole of this country that was allowed to perform exorcisms or to remove spirits from people's homes that were causing problems, bad ghosts. And I had a couple contact me, it must have been about 30 years ago, that had a problem with the house where they had a really evil spirit in their home that was moving heavy objects around, and lights were flying about the house like you see in the movies, like the Poltergeist movie. And they asked me if I could get some help, and I contacted Reverend Willis, and we went to the house one afternoon, and he came in and he made us all move out of the house, and he went around with the holy water to remove the bad spirit, the phantom or whatever you want to call it. And whilst he was in there were objects flying around the room, and at one point something actually went straight through the front room window. It broke the glass, did the ghost. It was a bad spirit. And he came out of there, did that priest, Catholic priest, and said to me, he said that in all of his life he'd never experienced anything as bad as that before, ever. And when I spoke to the family afterwards, they were absolutely terrified. They'd been terrified for months, but apparently once he'd finished, the ghost departed, and they never had another problem. So he was blooming good at doing what he was doing. And his name was Reverend Willis. You can look him up. I don't think he's alive now, but he was very famous for dealing with bad spirits.
Do you get a lot of cases of bad spirits in York, generally?
I think we've had a lot of ghostly investigations in York. We've had very famous